Hello there and welcome to the news. I am Sajo Brito. Coming up this afternoon, GDC fulfills campaign promise to women of a Papa village in Nyamina West. And our guest today, of course, is Presidential Advisor Mr. Sehu Mbalo. But first, we'll take a look at the newspapers. The Standard newspaper is reporting that government is urged to tackle proliferation of fake estate agents in the Gambia, and of course a ministry to decide on Latrikunda alcaloship crisis soon. And Bakau Bakwe boat arrives in Spain, said sources, and union complains to Chief Justice over Industrial Tribunal delays. And of course the lead story on Standard newspaper today, APRC makes case against a paper ballot. Let's take a look at some of these stories in detail. The deputy spokesperson of APRC yesterday told the Standard newspaper that his party cannot trust the person or the European company that the Electoral Commission wanted to contract for the production of election materials, which include the paper ballot it intends to introduce to replace the marbles. Duduja said the IEC's position that the printing of the paper ballots will be in Europe and that party representatives will be at the airport to receive them is not sufficient to earn his trust. He was quoted as saying, "I don't trust that company." Also, the time frame given by the Electoral Commission for the introduction of the ballot paper is short. You cannot introduce the ballot paper when people don't understand how it is used, Ja told the Standard newspaper. Government urged to tackle proliferation of fake estate agents in the Gambia. Two Gambians based in the United Kingdom and victims of real estate land grabbing or contract breaching have urged the government to address the issue of a fake real estate proliferation in the country. They were quoted as saying, "The proliferation of real estate scammers who prey on innocent home buyers deprive you, the legitimate salespersons, of your hard-earned and professional livelihood." A victim of blackmail by one real estate agency, Salih Gumane Tunkara, told the Standard newspaper. He said government has to intensify its campaign against real estate scammers, including unscrupulous developers, brokers, and agents engaged in the illegal selling of real estate properties in the country. Ministry to decide on Latrikunda alcaloship crisis soon. The Lands Ministry is expected in a few weeks to deliver a final verdict in the Latrikunda Uringanya alcaloship crisis between Pa Omar Fall and Swiber Fall, both of whom claim legitimate heir to the throne. Of course, the crisis started following the demise of Alcalo Alhaji Amadou Fall in late March. The dispute was referred to the KMC for mediation, but the municipality has asked the residents of Latrikunda to decide who they want to lead them through signature of endorsement. Union complains to Chief Justice over Industrial Tribunal delays. The Gambia National Trade Union Congress has called on the Chief Justice to allow the industrial tribunals to continue sitting in chambers as cases are languishing at the tribunal. A letter to the Chief Justice Hassan Jallow, signed by Trade Union Congress Secretary General Ibrahim Agaba Cham, lamented that since December 2019, the proceedings of the Industrial Tribunal ceased, even though a panel was constituted and sworn in to serve in the tribunal. And of course, a Bakau Bakwe boat arrives in Spain, according to sources. Boat believed to be started its journey in Bakau, carrying 100 people, reported in the Standard last week, is said to have arrived on Spain's Canary Island. Everyone arrived safely, but they are being quarantined by Spanish authorities. As I am speaking to you, an anonymous source whose brother is on the trip told the Standard newspaper. Ahmad Ba clarifies. Following yesterday's publications titled "Ahmad Ba wants ministers to support Barrow's political agenda or be sacked," Tourism Minister Ahmad Ba has said, though he has said cabinet ministers should do politics or consider losing their job, he did not especially say they will be sacked. We don't know what the difference is, but okay, that's it for the Standard newspaper. Let's take a look at what the point is saying. Davos says only assassination can bar him contesting in 2021 polls. Let's take a look at that story. The Secretary General and leader for the United Democratic Party said that the only thing possible to stop him from contesting the 2021 presidential elections is to assassinate him. Lawyer Usainu Dabo made this comment in an interview with BBC's Esau Williams aired over Hot FM in a program dubbed This Week in Politics, a show where he argued over the electoral provision of the 1997 Constitution that barred any convicted person holding public office to contest for the presidential elections. That's it for the newspapers. Let's go for a break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The Gambia Democratic Congress on Tuesday donated a motorcycle to the women of Papa in Nyamina West. The donation, which was a campaign promise to the women, is to help them ease transport difficulties during childbirth and other medical emergencies. More in this report. The Gambia Democratic Congress on Tuesday, November 10th, donated a $125,000 Huasha motorcycle to the women of Papa village in Nyamina West. The donation was a campaign promise during the Nyamina West by-elections, to which the Gambia Democratic Congress lost to the National People's Party. The women of Papa village, according to GDC officials, pleaded with Honorable Kande during their Nyamina West by-elections campaign to help them with transport as they struggle to find cars, if any at all, to transport them to hospital during childbirth and other medical emergencies. Handing over the motorcycle to the GDC chairman of Papa Village, Mama Kande said GDC will continue their style of politics, which is to continue helping the masses in areas that are most needed. The GDC leaders said the motorcycle will be there to serve not only the party supporters, but the people of Nyamina at large, irrespective of their political affiliations. Usman Jallo, GDC chairman in Papa Village, said Kande promised them, and that promise has been fulfilled today. The chairman reiterated his community's support to Kande and praised the GDC leader for his sense of humanity.
Meeting o kije musol le fintita ya dani nyi masingola pour iko ibe bataring lopitano be jamfaring adun silo tije adun masi motol tije ibe bataring mamma si makoy masingoto ha mamma e lahidi ko masingo nyi ning ala sonta tenen lungo aba tarala carte o fayta bari hannin carte o fayta aketa nyaawo nyama nga soto ma soto mo membina masingo nyin kamma ayena ton tolbe latan yinna ko mamma nganiyata banko e kayro damalela amma nyini pour ala sirango damma bayri atele ya fon toli aya soto ama soto moyena masingo nyin kamma woto birin carte o fayta hani ntolla je kabirin sirango nyin boyta musol fang fisal tale fo inatan kan ikonye ha sani tolbe ngaje ko nyin tata nyamen sani dum fo isitano nyin masingo no mabang ko e ha nten sitano masingo nyin noma because nte ngalong nte aninna sate o papa jang ntolte bola mamma koma adum mamma fango ya lonne ko ntol damma nanyin sate woto ala sirangote boyla jang bari ala sirango boyta ala le yake bari wo mati nan tembitala foje because nimmanta jamal be sirin jang isisi jang isafo ko nakam nga folenung nyimma singo ate sotola ko e wo kuwole ben sambala foje bitala foje ninga masingo nyi nati nga yitandi mol mako masingo nyi felenting ntol be nga lonne mamma mol soñi masingo la pour nyi sirango kamma.
GDC National Assembly member for Nyamina East and the party's National Youth President were also present at the handing over ceremony, and they had this to say.
GDC winning election loolu terewul ñun ñu ngi def li ñu war a def ndaxte den gëm ne national development la ñuy oote si national development la ñuy yëngu te kon ñun suñu amee ñu war a séddoo ak nit yi dañuy jël ñu séddoo ko ak nit yi machine bi lii bokk na si li nga xam ne nii bañ demee foofu campagne àndoon neen fa ak ki nga xam ne mooy di Right Honorable Mama Kandeh di party leader of the Gambia Democratic Congress bañ demee foofu area bu ñuy wax Papa am neen fa benn rally te area boobu noonu jigéen ñi jàmbatu neen foofu noonu si seen biir wax ñu ne bokk na si li nga xam ne ni den di am jafe-jafe seen jigéen suñu ombee ba war a am doom pour ñu dem si kaw tali bi wala ñu am access to hospital daf dee nekk jafe-jafe lu leen war a transport ñu dem foofu soo bokkoon na si luñ jàmbatal Honorable Kandeh si teewaayam foofu noonu pour ñu dimbale leen li nga xam ne ni moo nekk machine bi nga xam ne seen jigéen suñu sonnee den ko yóbbu fi nga xam ne mooy si hôpital bi wala si kaw yoon bi ñu mun a jël beneen moto waaye li nga xam ne loolu la Honorable Kandeh di leeral si li nga xam ne mooy machine bii muy jox waa Nyamina West mooy lii machine bi ndimbal la li nga xam ne ni dafa jógee si parti GDC waaye GDC nekkuñ di ko dimbale ngir nit yu nga xam ne ñoo nekk GDC la ñoo ko war a jëfandikoo waaye képp gi nga xam ne doomi Gambien nga rek wala képp gi nga xam ne doomi Nyamina West nga rek yow su fekkee aajo nga pour jëfandikoo machine bi kon da nga ko war a jëfandikoo seetuñ ndax NPP nga nekk seetuñ ndax PDOIS nga nekk seetuñ ndax APRC nga nekk seetuñ ndax GDC nga nekk kon Honorable Kandeh lu mu nekk di wax mooy ñëpp ñoo ànd am si machine bii.
duñ GDC suñ projet soo xam ne ñu ngi koy jox askan bi yëpp after élection lañ koo def duñ bàyyi bu si élection di ko joxe au time elections suñ demee élection suñu gagné oo ñàkk a gagné luñ dig askan bi nañ ko def soo xoolee booxul xam ne ñu ngi ko jox si Gambie fii yëpp 2016 dañ waroon réew mi yëpp campagne waa Gambien si génn ne dañ bëgg a Afrique dañ ñàkk a ndox te am jamono wuñu si campagne bi Honorable Kandeh woon leen su ma gagné président bi oo ñàkk ko gagné dinaa mekk naa leen jox ay booxul soo kon diggee yooyu defoon na ko tam kon Honorable Kandeh lu mu dig askan bi ret yow yaay yàkkamte war ni mu yàgga na ñëw si yow so tey lu xew tey fii nekk lu bees si man o nekk surprise si man because GDC moom noonu lañ ko sampee ñun tey nga nekk président loolu yàlla moo koy def waaye tey ba nga nekk doomi réew moom tam war nga mën a contribuer sa quota si lu ndaw sax so kon GDC ak Honorable Kandeh ñi ngi def loolu kon sant yàlla la am na politicien yu bëri yoo xam ne tam comme noo ko waxee la da nga dem elections nga daanu sax loo diggoon nga da ko defaat nga daw wala ba léegi ñun Nyamina ba léegi suñu Nyamina la because tey councilor bu fa nekk tey doomi GDC la mooy suñu councilor bi so ba tey ñu fa am committee lu xew Nyamina ñun xam nañ lu xew Nyamina so ba tey doomi Nyamina yi bu nga neen GDC soppo nañ GDC so ba tey liggéey bi teel a gën a tàmbale so daanoo élection tam time nga war a mën a jagaruwaal sa toogaay pour xool si kanam.
Saja Brito reporting.
Watanbe, brought to you by Afrisa.
Be part of the amazing conversations with Gambia's greatest minds and personalities. Get ready to be entertained, inspired, and motivated on the Watanbe platform. Plus, stand a chance of winning the shopping of your life. Call or SMS 1010 for $3 is only to win cash prizes and a free shopping spree.
Join Watanbe live on GRTS and social media on Mondays and Fridays at 9 p.m. Kailin New Watan.
Where AfriCell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Welcome back, and now I am joined by our special guest on News Review today is Presidential Advisor Mr. Sehu Mbalo. Welcome to the Fatu Network News Review, Mr. Mbalo.
Thank you for inviting me, Sergeant Brito, to a News Review.
You're welcome. Now, quite the week for MPP following the winning of the Nyamina West parliamentary seat and the councillor seat in Kirjarga. What does this win mean for the National People's Party?
First of all, I would like to thank the people of Nyamina West and also for the people of Jokadu Kirjarga Ward for electing Honorable Biram Shaw as the National Assembly member and also our Gay as the Councillor of Kirjarga respectively. I would like to congratulate them and also thank them for the wonderful victory that they have earned. And for the party, for the NPP party, I can say that I say bravo to the NPP because this election was a test for the party. Since the registration of this party on the 31st of December 2019, we have not participated, we have not contested for any elections until recently last Saturday when we test our strength and see how our structures would function when it comes to election. And definitely, with the performance of the last elections, we are confident that we are ready for any elections in this country, because the elections were fundamentally free and fair. And all the parties who participated agree with that, and they congratulated the NPP victors of these elections.
So why do you think the National People's Party won this election? This is a place that was always known as a GDC stronghold. What was so special about the NPP that you guys won?
I mean, that's a very good question. Elections are always, I mean, if you look at the history of elections, that's why nothing is permanent in elections. You see somebody, you see a party. I will give you an example of the United States. When George Bush, the Republican Party, was there, George Bush Jr., he went into elections with President Obama. That time, the Republican Party was controlling. But when Obama came with his new policies and promises of changes, the people changed. They shifted from the Republican and they gave the Democrats a chance. That's why Obama came. Also, Obama, after leaving, we can see what happened after Obama when he left. We see the Republican again. They went into elections with the Democrats when Trump won. And recently, what happened last Saturday in the United States also is a clear manifestation of democracy, that nothing is permanent, that you have to convince the people, your policies, your leadership have to perform, have to demonstrate that you are ready to improve the living condition of the people that you are opting to work for. That's what happened. And they have changed. You have seen the United States. Joe Biden has just defeated, Donald Trump. So it's the same thing here. What is happening in the Gambia, Gambia now, our democratization process is going to work. There is no more politics as usual, how it used to. People, empty talks would not work for the people of this country anymore. People want to see parties that are ready to deliver, leadership that is serious about improving the living condition of this people, of the Gambian people, and also leadership that is ready to unite the Gambian people, to reconcile the Gambian people. And that's what the MPP, with the emerging of the MPP now, the Gambians have seen something that they think they have hope of this new party. That is what is happening. And this is going to continue, Breto.
So the people of Nyamina shifted their allegiance from the GDC to the NPP. Was it because of policies or voter buy-in? Because these are allegations coming from the other side, that the NPP has been involved in massive buy-in of votes from the people of Nyamina West. How do you respond to these allegations?
I mean, Sergio Breto, those are just empty allegations. These are mere allegations that they cannot substantiate. Nobody, from Saturday until today, nobody can substantiate these allegations. And this is very common. These are common excuses that comes from somebody who loses an election. It is not new. You hear that all over. Recently, Tanzania, we can hear what happened there. People are complaining, the opposition is complaining that because there were intimidations, there were harassments, there were voter buying. In Tanzania, we hearing all over this thing. We just hearing from Donald Trump. Donald Trump is saying that he needs voter recount in the United States, and everybody knows. I mean, Joe Biden has defeated him. So it's the same thing here. Those are just empty excuses that are coming from, because it came as a shock. If you look at the GDC, in the history of GDC in Nyamina West, from the December 1st presidential election, Mama Kande defeated his opponents. That is President Adama Barrow and Yaya Jammeh. We all know that. Mama was able to score 1,526 votes. Jammeh got 775 votes. Barrow got 752 votes. Both both parties got 25% of the votes, and then Mama Kande got 50% of the votes. Now, it has shifted. They have seen a new party, a new leader, that is President, His Excellency President Adama Barrow, and the MPP emerging, and they are serious about development. They have seen the projects that are coming up right now throughout the country, not only in Nyamina, but they have seen what is happening in upper river regions with the bridges. They have seen here within the Combo area, within the urban area here, the projects that are coming up. They have seen boreholes. They have seen bridges. They are, things are coming.
We can't attribute those achievements to the NPP just yet.
Yes, I mean, it's left to anybody. I mean, you either attribute it to, if you want, you can attribute it. But what I'm saying is we cannot distance this achievement from His Excellency the President Adama Barrow, because he is the leader today. Whatever happened in this country today, he is responsible. We have seen cases, incidences that happen here. They are attributed to President Barrow, which he has no knowledge of because of he is the president. So whatever happened today, let me tell you, Sergio Bray, to be honest with you, from the 1st of December 2019 up to 2021, President Barrow is responsible. Even all the improvements and also any human rights violations.
Some of the projects were projects from the previous government. They are just being inaugurated by this one.
Well, I mean, Bereto, is it what? Brito, yes. Brito. I'm sorry for that wrong pronouncement. Here, what I can tell you is President Adama Barrow, whether somebody wants to sideline him with the progress that is happening or not, they are under his leadership, and they must be, to be honest with you and to be fair with President Adama Barrow, they must be associated with President Adama Barrow because of, number one, the stability that he has maintained in this country. If he was unable to maintain stability in this country, all this project would have gone. I think you can agree with me. We have seen other countries when things started and the leadership, with poor leadership, weak leadership, this stability came. Nothing functions. But President Adama Barrow, since he came to power, he has been holding his grip to make sure that the Gambian people, they reconcile, they unite, and also they focus on development, on the development agenda. That's the NDP, National Development Plan. And it's working because of him. If he was a weak leader, if he was not committed to the National Development Plan, then everything would have scattered. But he is focused that he wants to make sure that within his 5 years that he is elected for, things are going in the right direction. So each government, no president would tell you that he will finish job in a country. No president in the world. Everybody, you come and start, you come and do what you can do within your term, within your term and reference of your elections. That's it. And you go. The next person comes. Nobody will stay here. Jawara started many projects before Jammeh. He started so many things, but he left after when his leadership ended. Jammeh came. Jammeh also started. We all know that. All of them work. Nobody will tell you that Jawara didn't do anything in this country. Nobody will tell you that. Nobody will tell you, yeah, Jammeh didn't do anything in this country. But all of them did what is supposed to be done up to their time, and they have left. Barrow came and continued. Barrow also, whatever he starts here, when his time is up, he's going to leave it. Might be you, I don't know, Breto, whether you are going to be the next president. God knows. You are going to take up also from there. So let us not, let us not come and try to belittle ourselves by saying that he didn't start this, he didn't do this. This is his time. He has to continue. This funding that is coming, the project, the funds that are carrying these projects are not from any president's pocket. These are funds that are these are funds of the Gambian people. That's why they are carrying these projects.
Now let's talk about the NPP funds now. The delegation that was in Nyamina was definitely high-powered. We had cabinet ministers and people from all over there campaigning for the National People's Party. People said about 7 million Gambian dollars was invested in the campaign. What is the truth to that? Where is the NPP getting their funding from?
That is, to be honest, that is not accurate. 7 million for what? 7 million for spending it for one constituency, one district. For Nyamina West, 7 million? No, we didn't spend 7 million in that. All we did was our party with our sympathizers. People sacrifice. The people of Nyamina, the sons of Nyamina, who are living even in the diaspora, we are sending funding to their localities. This is what happened in these elections. We were shocked. People were buying bags of rice. Money came from diaspora. They're telling them, like villages like Nana, villages like Samba, Fulakunda, there are people in diaspora contributed to make sure that let them accommodate the guests who are coming. Rice were bought, bulls were donated. People, because of, definitely they want to see a genuine democracy in Nyamina West, and they are in support of the NPP. NPP is there to make sure that they improve the living condition of Nyamina. This is what happened. You cannot find out anywhere, any budget, anywhere in the treasury, where money was tapped or money was withdrawn in the treasury. These are just bogus allegations that people will come up with and they cannot substantiate. I'm sorry to say, but even a single dime from the government, these funds didn't come from. If you can tell me some ministers went there, but just to go and come, what does that signify? Just to go and come there, you are not from there, you are not going to vote there, you don't have a voter's card there. What was important here was the people of Nyamina. There was an election in 2019, presidential elections, in the 1st December. Jammeh was richer and he stayed in power than Adama Barrow. What happened? The people of Nyamina resisted. They said they have to do what they want to do. That's Nyamina. And they voted him out. They make so Kadne defeat Jammeh there. So it's the same thing. It's the same scenario. They are determined. They were determined to defeat any party there and give NPP the victory. That's what happened. If anybody is telling you that we had money, we bought votes, Jammeh would have, if Nyamina was for sale, then Jammeh would have bought Nyamina West. But he couldn't. And Jammeh is richer than us. Jammeh stayed in power more than the NPP, more than President Aruba. He couldn't buy Nyamina West. Where will we get that? How can we do that? If they have resisted, we cannot do anything.
Another allegation was that you did in fact buy the people of Nyamina and you made them swear to the Quran. I don't know the truth to this, but
what?
You made people swear to the Quran after you give them money to make sure that they stick to their words to vote for the NPP.
Can you show me any article or anything? Me say umbalo to show people. As a Muslim, why should I do that? Can you believe this? As a Muslim, just because of election voting, to go and ask people to swear to the Quran? I will never do that. Never. I respect my integrity. Before coming here, before these elections, I have been a human rights activist and I am respected. And I respect democracy and the rule of law. Therefore, I will not put myself down to go and tell people to hold the Quran and swear, give them money. I don't even, myself, I had no money to give. That's the honest thing. I had no money to give. Nobody gave me money. I used my private car. I used my money. I went and talked to the Nyamina people about the party, what we want to do. That is all. So anybody, but then every individual is entitled to an opinion. If you want, you tell them that Seumbalo went with, if they want, they can say Seumbalo went with a helicopter. He took a helicopter from Macky Sall. He went there at night. He brought some dollars, some euros. Who will stop the individual from saying that? But that is far from the truth. People, we want politics of truth in this country. And the NPP is out to make sure that we go with politics of truth. It's not politics of fabrication and lies. That is not going to take this country anywhere.
Now let's go back to the GDC, because I was there on the ground on the day of the elections, and it seemed like both Biram and Yero Jallow had some things to get off their chest. And one of the things that was alleged by the GDC candidate was that the IEC was conflicted because they allowed the NPP to carry on with their campaign outside of specified period. Is that true? That
is not true. What happened is we stopped our last rally, if I can recall, was Katamina. Our last rally was Katamina, and we stopped our rally quarter to 12 o'clock. I was there. Quarter to 12 o'clock, our rally, Ahmad Bad said, we have to respect the IEC. You go through the records. Some people were filming this thing. He said we respect the rules of the IEC, and the IEC said all political campaign meetings should stop tonight at midnight. Therefore, it's 11:45. We are calling it a day. That was it. We didn't allow anybody to campaign. If you have any video whereby there were campaign meetings after that, bring it to me. I will take it up with those people. Nobody. And we told them, it's just false. There was no meeting. Correct. What happened was, what I know, the incidents that I was informed about was, Asia is from Nana, and also the candidate Yero Jallo is from Nana. They all live in the same. They all live in the same area. In the same village. Some friends went to visit Asia. Asia was a GDC, and he contested primaries with Yero Jallo. Yero got 36 delegates. Asia got 34 delegates. So therefore, Yero was elected by the GDC. That didn't go down with Asia. He went with his supporters. Majority of the villagers is a big. Nana is a big village. He has a lot of supporters. They are all GDC. Because they divided the votes into half, 50-50. He went with his support to NPP. To NPP. He said because the way they conducted the primary, we are not fair, we are not free, we are not fair. Therefore, he's not going to accept it. And he asked his supporters to go with him and support the party that is very realistic, the party that believes in fairness, that is NPP. And he brought them. Some friends, I understand some of his friends were with him drinking attire when some riots came. Other people, supporters of the GDC came and asked, what are these people doing here? That is all about that.
So what was your reaction when you heard that the United Democratic Party was out to back the GDC? What was your reaction?
To be honest with you, I was glad, I was happy, because I knew that is going to give us an advantage.
Why?
Because looking at I have been in Gambian politics for a while, and looking at the participation of UDP throughout the country, you cannot find them. You cannot find their presence, strong presence in Nyamina West. They have always been losing in Nyamina very seriously. So if a party that has been losing or has no presence in an area is going to support somebody, would that make you threatened? No, I was very happy. I knew this is in fact a failure on the GDC. GDC is going to fail, because this is going to anger the people of Nyamina West. They voted Mama Kande in 2019, and he defeated both Jammeh and Barrow without UDP, without any political party. It came to the National Assembly election between NRP Demba Sow and also Malik Sow. Malik Sow contested for for NRP, and also Demba Sow contested for GDC. They defeated NRP in that area without the participation, without the help of any political
So you
party.
think the GDC lost because they went into coalition with UDP?
That is part of that is part of the reasons. That is part of the reason why GDC seriously lost, because UDP is not needed, was not needed there. So for them to come there, it was a provocation for the people of Nyamina, and they had to teach them a lesson that you cannot bring here people whom we have no business with. That is the UDP. So we are going to embarrass you and put you down, and this is going to continue.
Until when? 2021?
2022 is going to be worse. 2022 is going to be worse for the GDC, because now they have provoked the people of Nyamina. They are angry. They thought Mama wanted to take them for a ride, to bring people whom they don't need. Now they have a friend. They have a party to belong to. That is the NPP. It's going to continue. Let him try it in 2021. It's going to be very serious. I have spoken to them, and this is from them. They are the people Nyamina people, nobody can buy them. I've given you an example. When 2019 elections were here, people had money. They didn't look at those monies. They didn't care about monies. But they did what they wanted to do. That is to elect Mama Kande to see that Mama Kande win in their area. Whether he was able to win the general election or not, but Nyamina people said, we are going to elect him. And they did it. The same thing. Now they have promised us. They have did this thing. Now they have, the National Assembly is MPP, presidential election is MPP. And this thing is continuing. It's going to be an infection. They are going to infect the whole country.
Now let's talk about the victory celebration, because it seems like not many people were here for your for your victory celebration at the R22 in Banjul. A lot of people say this was the Jammeh style of doing things. Any small thing, then there's a musical jamboree and everyone is out dancing. What is your response to those people?
Well, jamboree, we didn't
you think they're jealous that the NPP won and stuff? What's your response to them?
Well, for them, they were mourning. We saw them as people who are mourning. That's why they didn't come. They sympathized with the GDC.
Mourning what? We have a long way to go.
Because
this is just the first part. 2021 is yet to come.
Because they were slaughtered in an election, a test election, which was very important to Gambians. That's why they were shocked and they couldn't celebrate. They were mourning in their houses with disappointment. That's what happened. That's the fact. That's what happened. You don't know that? People were shocked. Before the election, people were saying that they're going to teach President Adama Barrow a lesson. He's going to lose. His party, he has nobody. He is not going to win.
You think the NPP winning was a shocker to the opposition parties? It was unexpected?
It was a shock to both UDP and DDC. I'm telling you this. They were shocked because they were busting everywhere, telling people that they are going to win, they have support, they were running all over. We met them in Georgetown during the nomination on the 24th, on the 24th of October. They were celebrating that they would win. But we look at them. We went on our retreat to strategize, to see how we can kick them and beat them properly. And we did that. That's what we did. They were celebrating, jumping, drumming. For us, we sat down and retreat and strategized to see how we can really get them properly. And we have got them. You see, they lost their deposit. So we did a very good job.
And you are ready to apply that same strategy come 2021?
Right now, in fact, the strategy, what we are trying to do now, we would not say it through the media because we don't want to expose our dirty leanings outside. We don't want to show the Gambian people what we want to do, how we are planning to do things. But all I can tell you is, let them prepare for a second warning. That is a second morning, 2021. That will be worse. Some people might not be able to come out to the States for 1 week.
Now,
they'll be shocked.
Now, the United Democratic Party is, in fact, one of the biggest opposition parties in the Gambia right now. And you had said previously that the party is finished and the UDP is dead. Why do you think that? Dabo has just said today on the newspaper that only assassination will bar him from contesting in the 2021 presidential elections.
Listen, that's not accurate. Saying that UDP is the biggest party. Look at the election results in 2019. APRC performed better than UDP. UDP was in a coalition with all the other political, but with 7 political parties. If you look at the results, if you are a political analyst, look at what APRC earned during that election. You cannot call UDP the biggest party in this country. You must be mistaken. You can't. You can call them maybe the second to APRC.
But they are not the biggest.
Not the biggest. Party. UDP in coalition with other political parties, we are able to get what they got. But look at APRC. Look at what APRC's got. So, is it fair to say that UDP is the biggest party, looking at the number that APRC was above, far more above UDP in that election?
So does that mean you might be leaning towards the APRC in the 2021 election?
Well, this is democracy. It's not a matter of leaning. I mean, all we can tell you is APRC is a Gambian political party. You know, just like any other political party. They have the right, the constitutional right, to associate and align themselves with any political party. And we are not ruling it out. NPP is not ruling it out having an alliance with the APRC. They are Gambians. They are Gambians and they have voters card. No, I'm not better than anybody in the APRC. I'm not. And APRC, the people who are there, they are not better than me. So why not have them, we work together and we work for the betterment of this country. That's what we are doing. And it can happen. Not only APRC, other political parties. Though it's a respected political party in this country. We are not ruling out even, having an alliance with DOI. DOI is a respected political party here in the history of this in the history of our democracy in this country. So therefore, if they choose to work with the NPP, why not? PPP, during these elections, we thank PPP. PPP were there to give us a support. GPDP was there to give us a support. NCP was there to give us a support. NRP was there to give us a support. We thank them very much. We really appreciated their effort. Not only that, even Gab went in Nana. The Gab leader was with us in Nana. He gave us a support. So if that can happen, what would stop us from having an alliance with the APRC and defeat UDP and GDC? I'm telling you, this is going to happen. It's going to happen. We respect APRC as a political party in this country. They are registered like any other political party in this country. Who is better than APRC? Nobody. Even NPP is not better than APRC. It's a political party. They have registration, we have registration, UDP have registration, NRP have registration, GDC have registration. So what? We are not ruling it out, and it can happen.
Like the president said, there's a possibility always.
Of course.
Now, let's go back to the victory celebration because a lot was said there. And I want us to watch something that Ahmad Ba said, and we'll be right back to discuss further.
Before I learn, I just want to take a few words to congratulate and thank some of those who were with us on the campaign now.
Mune dafa buga tam xaasal kaddu ngirmane ñi nga xamne ñoo nekkon ci campagne trail.
Let me start with my cabinet colleagues from the vice president across all the ministers. They were all very supportive to this campaign.
Mune mom natango mi nekk ci cabinet bi diko dalé ci vice president ak ministres yépp ñoom ñepp kenn délo doon loxom ak tankam ci campagne.
And I remember all of them calling me at different time asking me finding about what was happening in Niamey. That area concerned, they wanted this victory. All the cabinet colleagues for that.
Mune jiwali yek ak buga xamni xew fofu ak buga ndam am fofu ñoom ñepp ñoko doon mo ci téléphone diko laaj lan moy xew ci
I therefore want to reiterate my position.
Mune dafa buga degëralatal taxawaya.
If you want to continue to be a minister, you must be a politician.
Mune képp ko xamne da nga bëgg continuer nekk minister faw nga doon politicien.
This victory is brought by the politician. Without this victory, we would not have been here today. Every cabinet minister must be ready to be on the campaign trail.
Mune ndam bi ñi nga xamne mom lañu bégalé tay ñi ko indi moy politicien yi gannaaw ndimbal Yalla mune kon képp ko xamne ministre la fokk nga fasiyene pour doon
You are not here, we will not be here. All of us will be here.
Mune su fi président Barrow nekkut ñoom ñëpp di kenn du fi nekk ci ñoom.
Therefore, there is nothing like technocrat minister, there is nothing like any other minister. All ministers are political office that you have delegated responsibilities and they must all be ready to serve your government.
Mune amul technocrat ministre dal ministre rek la te ministre bu nekk ci wàllu politique lañ la jëlee kon ministre ci ay politiciens lañ.
So, Honorable Mbala, you heard what Minister Ba said. The statement didn't go well with some of the Gambian people because they are saying that leave the ministers alone. This is not an NPP government. First of all, give us context. What do you think Ahmad is exactly saying? If you are not supporting the NPP, then you cannot be a minister.
No, let us make things, let us be very fair to his statement. I have seen even people went up to the extent of saying that, saying something that Ahmad Ba never said. They said, Honorable Minister Ahmad Ba said, if you don't support the NPP, you will be fired.
You'll be sacked, yeah.
He never said that. You look at the record, you look at the video. That was wrong. What he said was very simple. If you are appointed as a minister, you are expected to help the president, national development plan, his program and initiative to succeed. And that is a fact. You cannot sit there and say that because I am a technocrat, I don't care, I'm not going to help. There are so many Gambians who can come and help. I can say, this is, hypothetically, this is what Ahmad Ba was trying to throw out to the public. That there are so many Gambians here in this country and outside who can come and support His Excellency President Adama Barrow projects, development project, and they will succeed. It would be very unfair for somebody to be appointed as a minister. You sit down there, you say, I'm not going to help him, I'm not going to do any, I am a technocrat. Technocrat for what? If you want to be a technocrat, go and establish an NGO, or go and work for the non-profit organizations, or go and work for the United Nations or ECOWAS or African Union. But you cannot come with a president who is trying to develop this country, who is trying to work, and he has a political party. You say you're not going to help him. Ministers are political appointees. They are different from the civil service, who are employed by the PMO and the PSC, Public Service Commission. Those people are employed to do the services in the government, like permanent secretaries, deputy permanent secretaries, directors, clerks, the security police, the army. They are here. Even when government change, this government of the day change, we go to 2021. God forbidden, when it change, these structures, the civil service is going to stay, the army is going to stay, the police is going to stay. But the minister who was appointed by President Adama Barrow, if you think that you are going to stay, you are fooling yourself.
Before I let you go, Mr. Mbalo, how is the NPP preparing towards 2021?
I mean, we are definitely preparing. We are adjusting we are adjusting our structures. Right now, we have structures nationwide. We have our regional chairman. We have our regional campaign managers. We have our constituency chairman right now. We have our youth leaders, youth mobilizers nationwide right now, I can tell you. So that being the case, it is very easy now for us to mobilize more for 2021. Because this party, what we did was, after knowing that we just came recently, it's a new party, we said we have to work very hard. And we were working tirelessly throughout the country with our supporters, with our sympathizers, to make sure that we have our structures in place. You go to any region today, you can find our offices. You see National People's Party. You will find a chairman. You will find a deputy chairman. You will find a campaign manager. You will find a women mobilizer, a youth mobilizer. Structures are everywhere. We are ready for the battle for the 2021.
And what do you have to say to the NPP supporters and the Gambian people in general?
All I can tell first of all I can tell our supporters and the Gambian people is that this country belongs to us. Let us maintain peace and tranquility in this country. Violence will not take us anywhere. Insult will not take us anywhere. Let us respect each other. Being a Fula, Mandinka, Wolof, Sarahule, Jola, Aku, Manjago, we are all Gambians. We are all equal here. Nobody is better than the other. Therefore, why should we bring problem for each other? Let us respect. Look at United States. Look at the reason why United States is United States is because they respect everybody, even the immigrant who goes to United States, and you are somebody who has a good moral character, you will be given a United States citizenship. You stay there and you contribute, you participate. If a nation like United States can do that, why not Gambia? Why should we start to antagonize each other? You are not a Gambia. You are this, you are that, you are that. Let us respect each other and stop insult. Politics of insult should be things of the past in this country. I'm urging Gambians to unite and respect each other. Politics is politics. When we go to politics, let's go and sell our programs. Each party can go out there and sell the programs. Whether the people are going to buy it or not is left to the people. But let us stop insulting people, demoralizing people. That is wrong in politics. I don't support that. And but with these recent elections, definitely I thank the Gambian. I thank the GDC for participating in the election and also conducting themselves in a good manner. There was no violence. I didn't hear any serious violence in the election. And also I thank the UDP. The UDP also participated in Keritarga. And there was no fighting, no violence. I thank them. I urge all political parties to maintain peace and tranquility in this country. Let us sell our program, our agenda to the people, and see what would happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mbalo, advisor to the president there. Well, that will be it for News Review. Do join us tomorrow if you can. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now. Thank you very much.